Good morning, everyone. Today is Tuesday, March 26th, and today we'll cover the trades for YieldMax, YieldMax funds, TSLY, MSTY, and CONY. Yesterday, I decided to go live. Well, I didn't plan on it, but I was going to make a FEPI video anyway, so I figured at the end of it, or by the end of it, they would announce their distribution, and surely enough, they did not. So obviously, I just want to let you guys know they announced it. They're going to pay $1.19. I believe ex-dividend date is today, so you'll see the price drop by that amount, okay? And real quick, if I compare that to, well, here's the website. It's posted on the website as well. So here's the historical payments. They've been paying $1.15, $1.18, $1.20, and the last 2 months, $1.19, okay? So that's pretty good. Again, this is FEPI is from the Rex Shares family. It is really their only income fund, and it has done well. So I'm hoping they do make more income funds. But yeah. So historically and currently, you know, they're basically yielding 25%. We don't know if, you know, this payment or last month's payment is return of capital. They haven't, you know, put that anything on their website, but at least, you know, if it is, it is. If it isn't, it isn't. But either way, a lot of FEPI shareholders are very happy people, you know, as am I. So I think it's a great fund. So anyway, I covered that video yesterday. I covered the holdings, the updated holdings and all that jazz. So go check it out if you want. So let's get to today's video. So who should we cover first? I guess we'll cover CONY. So who had trades? MSTR and COIN. So CONY will go first. 3 transactions. They have an S, that means sell. So they sold a call, and then a BC, put, buy to close put. So yet again, they had to close out some contracts from their synthetic position and close out some contracts from their weekly calls because they are losing shareholders. Again, my guess is to MSTY, because MSTY is nuts. MSTY is insane. MSTY is making everyone a lot of money. So is MSTR. And that's because of Bitcoin. You know, MSTR holds Bitcoin on their balance sheet. So the more Bitcoin goes up, the more valuable the company is. So again, people want a piece of that. So what happened yesterday? Well, they closed out 415 contracts, which it's okay for their synthetic, but not okay for their weekly position. And I'll show you why in a second. So here's their synthetic position. Hopefully there's no delay on today's video, but here's their synthetic position. Their strike on their only synthetic position is 250. Coin is at 279. So if they had to roll this, they would make $43 million, which is awesome. They don't have to roll it though, because they're doing well. So if we go to yesterday, overall, coin actually went up 9.47%. I mean, we're nearing the $300 mark. So I mean, it wasn't too long ago. It was like under $100. How much was it in the beginning of this month? It was $203 in the beginning of this month, and now it's at $279. So that's crazy. CONY went up 5%, but they are pretty much capped. So if coin continues to go up, unfortunately, CONY may not. Now, let's take a look. So they had to close out 415 contracts. And as you saw from the screen print, that cost $19.48 per share. However, when they opened that position, they only got $7.75 per share. So 415 contracts ended up in a loss. So profit loss bucket, they lost $486,000 closing out the weekly call. I actually didn't talk about the synthetic part though. At least the synthetic part right here, they closed out 415 contracts. But look, you know, when they sold a call, they made 1.8 million. When they closed the put, they had to pay 614,000. So on the synthetic, they made, you know, again, these are taxable events now. They made 1.2 million. But on this move, they lost 486,000. So all in all, that was $800,000 profit. Okay, which previously it was on paper, it was on the balance sheet, it was in the NAV, but now it's actually taking place. It was an actual trade. So because people, since they sell out of the ETF, that money's not there to hold, in a synthetic position. That money's not there to sell weekly calls on. So they have to, exit positions as needed. Similar to when people buy in. If new people buy in, they're able to create new positions. But again, unfortunately, CONY is a great fund. CONY has been doing well. But I think a lot of people compare CONY and MSTY in the same boat. And a lot of people say MSTY is much better. And maybe it is, but I don't think you should sell CONY for MSTY at this point. Crypto is on an insane bull run. And holding both probably wouldn't hurt you. But who am I? I don't even own MSTY still. I'm just watching it float to the moon. Anyway, let's continue. We got CONY here. Cash and treasuries. Overall, it went down 4.6 million. But again, because people sold out. It is what it is. Outstanding shares is at 13.3 million. Total income for the weekly calls is at a debit of 6.4 million. So we won't have to go through that breakdown. Let's go to the active tab and let's see. We have 14,360 contracts now because I subtracted out the 415, and that is a strike price of 267.50. That's now 4.37% in the money. Yikes. 3 trading days left because Friday is a holiday. Friday is Good Friday, and the market is closed. Coin price is 279.71. 30-day IV is 95%. Someone yesterday asked me for the source of this, and this is the query of it. Again, I don't. This is the only. I got that from someone years ago from their handy dandy spreadsheet, and luckily it works. But hopefully it's a reliable source. But anyway, 30-day chart looks amazing. Their next earnings is in May, so no need to go crazy on that. And CONY price is $29.41. I don't know if we'll hit 30 though because we are capped. My reaction is the move from last week is poop. So they get a poop. I'm sorry. I know CONY's been doing great, but I'm sorry. But last week's call, if you look here, by the way, let me remind you, it was 4.69% out of the money. 4 trading days, 4.69% out of the money. That allows a 1% move per day. So you get poop, CONY fund manager. Sorry, you've been doing well otherwise, but that trade was poop because you're 4% in the money now. And there's no sign of crypto slowing down. So I'm not sure why he's so tight on the weekly calls, but again, just my opinion. But anyway, let's move on. Payment information. What do we got? We got 88 million in synthetic income, $6 million loss for the weekly calls. Overall net income, 82 million. They're looking at $6.19 per share, just using total income, which, again, if I look at my numbers, my cost basis is $23.80. If they paid out that full amount, which they won't, that would be a 311% yield, based on my average, of course. But what are they going to pay? Let's just see. If we look at the total income per share, and then let's take a look at the NAV and how much they would need to reserve to make it zero. They could pay $4.10, and they could be all things equal, right? Because again, they kind of borrowed from the, capital before throughout the year. Again, the fiscal year starts in December? No, it starts in November and ends in October. So they may preserve some for future months, which I could see that happening. But yeah, they'll probably, to be conservative, they'll keep it in the $2 range. They have never paid $3. They probably don't plan to. So I'm looking at the maybe mid twos, but time will tell. It's still early, so no need to talk about it. Outstanding holdings, again, you can see the orange is greater than the red, so that means the synthetic position is making money. Now the blue is not looking too great, because that's going to cost them $25 million as of today to close that position. That's not something, we don't want to just give away free money, right? We don't want to, yes, the synthetic is doing well, but I don't want to forfeit 25 million of that, right? I don't want to give that up. So, and if you look what we made, okay, we got $11 million. Okay, that's awesome. But now if we have to pay out 25 million, in the end, what was the point of that call, right? You might as well go further out of the money. This is crypto. Like, what are you doing? But yeah, enough harping on that. I don't want to go too crazy, because this fund manager has done well, like I said. Let's just take a look at the pre-market, though. By the way, for context, it is 4 a.m. when I'm making this video. Yeah, it's up 1.89% as of 4 a.m. It's another, Tuesday and Wednesday now, I'm going to be going to the office. And I plan on working out. So I'm going to get there even earlier to get a nice workout in and then go to work. So obviously I got to get this video out even sooner, which means I'm getting up at 3 o'clock every Tuesday, Wednesday. So anyway, that is CONY. Let's go to MSTY. MSTY had trades. So they had 3 transactions. So the people who sold out of CONY, here they are in MSTY. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know what's going on, but obviously people are buying into MSTY. So they're able to add 2 contracts. They did a buy, call, sell, put. That's adding to the synthetic. And then down below, they sold a call that expires this week on Thursday. So let's take a look at, see what that looks like on the spreadsheet. All right, they have one synthetic position. That's a $1,700 strike. And guess what? Now it's in profit. So they added the 2 contracts. And I updated this yesterday live on the spreadsheet. I'm sure people, I don't know if people like that or not, but it was a FEPI video where I updated my YieldMax holdings. But anyway, I was waiting for their distribution. But either way, yesterday they added 2 contracts. You could see how much it costs now, though, because the call is more valuable than the put. So they had to pay $67,000 for the call, and they got a credit of $38,000 for the put. But either way, it's all good. This synthetic position expires on April 19th, which is less than a month away. However, if they had to close it just today, they would make $3 million. All right, let's go to the March tab. MSTR. Oh my God. MSTR. What are you doing? You're up 21.86% yesterday. Like, does this stock ever stop? It's just insane. And let me remind you, when I started covering this stock was worth $672. So this stock has tripled. I mean, that's nuts. This is nuts. MSTY went up 13.75%. MSTY is at $43.34. Let me remind you, MSTY launched at $20. Like, this is like insane. People are making so much money, and good for them. All right, so here's the 2 contracts they traded. They made $34.25 per share, and they went 14.76% out of the money. Good job. Good move, I think. 3 trading days. But again, you see the jumps. They made 21% in one day, and they're going 14% out of the money for 3 days. But again, maybe today will be a slight sell-off. Who the hell knows? You can't. People were asking me yesterday in the live, what do you think MSTR is going to do? I have no idea. Does anyone have any idea? No. Anyway, cash and treasuries, what do we got? We got cash and treasuries going up about 3.2 million. Because they're making money, they're getting new shareholders. How many shareholders? Well, they have 900,000 now. So get ready to share your income, guys. Weekly income is 1 million. Total distribution just from the weekly income, let's not even talk about the synthetic, 117. So even if they don't touch the synthetic, you'll get $1.17 for your distribution. Daily income from the weekly calls, 5 cents a day. Daily yield, 0.12%. They might lose this week, though. Let's take a look how we're doing, though. Let's see. Well, essentially all the contracts, 188 of them, 1,800 strike, 3% in the money. So that's not looking too good, guys. Then they added the 2 contracts yesterday. That's 2130 strike. That's 14% out of the money. That's not going to save them. It's not enough contracts. But anyway, MSTR price, again, it's 1856, 1,856, and they're, like I said, there's 1 strike is 1,800, so yikes. 30-day IV, 149%. Their charts look amazing. Next earnings is April 29th. MSTY price, as mentioned, 43.34. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. Do you take profits? Do you wait? Do you take the distribution? I would wait. That would be an exciting distribution. Like your monthly income, I can imagine how much it's going up. By the way, Matt, shout out to Matt for my Discord. I know he's doing very well with MSTR and MSTY, and I just want to say congratulations, Matt, and the success here. I know a lot of other people are, and feel free to share on the Discord, because I think it's, you're doing very well if you bought MSTY or MSTR. So anyway, possible capital gains, only 7 cents now, just from the 2 contracts yesterday. And here's the reaction from the fund manager. They were nerdy, they had their little nerdy glasses on, their stupid mustache, going in the office like a smart ass. And here they are now. They're hiding their face. Why? Well, because they have 3 trading days left and they're 3% in the money. So maybe they're not that smart. I don't know. Just messing with you, Misty Fund Manager. You're doing pretty damn well too. All right, let's take a look at the numbers here. 8.9 million in synthetic income, 1 million in short call income, net income almost 10 million. It's about 9.9. However, you got to share. Get ready to share, guys. Outstanding shares went up. So total income per share is $11.08. Total weekly income per share, $1.17. If we calculate, if they pay out all income, that would be a 306% yield based on the current price, or a 604% yield on cost if you bought at, what I do, 22? Yeah, $22. So again, my opinion on how much they're going to pay, no, it's not going to be all of it, okay? They're going to pay, I don't know. They're going to, I could see them being pretty conservative. Half at the most, maybe a third. A third to a half, somewhere in between there. But again, we'll see where that lands. They're going to lose money on the weekly calls, the way this is headed, though. So the numbers are going to change, maybe in the wrong direction. If we go here, what do we highlight here? This is, we're highlighting the wrong pieces. So they have 2 calls now. The orange, we don't want that orange. Orange should be the buy call. So we'll clear that out. And then we'll scroll. Here's the orange, the buy call. Boom, boom, whatever. All right, so you see the orange buy call is greater than the pink sell put. So the synthetic is in profit. And then in blue, these are the weekly calls to keep an eye on for the week. Obviously, they're going to lose money as we stand, but time will tell. I don't even think I covered the net asset value on CONY, but MSTY net asset value 38.9 million. The NAV is 43.25, and the trade price is 43.34. So currently, no discount. In fact, you're paying a little more. You're paying 9 cents more. All right, let's go to the pre-market for MS. Close out coin. We'll go to MSTY. Wow, it's already up. Again, it's 4 a.m. Things will change, but it's up 3.71%. That weekly call, not looking too great. But so that's MSTY. Let's go to TSLY. As always, TSLY, 2 synthetic positions. The 175 is still not profitable. Right now it's worth, well, we'd have to pay a loss of 895,000 if they decided to close it. But again, let me remind you, this synthetic position, this expires May 17th. All right, let's move on. We have the synthetic 170. Since Tesla finally actually went up yesterday, it's at 172. The 170 synthetic is actually worth 12.5 million. Again, since there were no trades on TSLY, I'm just covering, the actual value of the synthetic positions. So let's go to the March tab. How much did Tesla go up yesterday? Well, this is a good day for Tesla, and it went up 1.05%. TSLY went up 0.89%. Okay. Now, cash and treasuries, how are they doing? Well, nothing. TSLY is, kind of like the boring one at this point. Cash and treasuries went up 67,000. Like, okay, whoopee-doo. Outstanding shares, 44,750,000. Weekly income, 24.5 million. Sitting at 55 cents distribution. Daily income, 4 cents a day. Daily yield, 0.23%. Again, they're still doing well. However, I believe that's going to end. Why? Because they decided to make the calls like so tight, essentially at the money this week. So here's where they stand. 30,325 contracts with a 172.50 strike. That is now 0.08% in the money. And that expires in 3 trading days. 11,635 contracts with a 175 strike. That is 1.37% out of the money. So not much room. And again, I'll remind you, when they made those calls, the 172.50 was 0.98% out of the money. So they had 4 trading days. This is what they did on Friday, 0.98% out of the money. And then the other one was only 2.44% out of the money. Again, that's super tight. So any Tesla movement, which you see now, is not going to be good. Tesla price, 172.63, 30-day IV, 53.5%. So the IV is even inching up a little. Chart, maybe getting a little better. TSLY price, 1586. Total capital appreciation, maybe we can get another 6 cents. We'll see. Here's my reaction. I was going to give them a poop emoji, but I'll wait. It's still early. They still have time. Tesla could tank, and they'll be right. So you never know. But this is the TSLY fund manager. They're grinding their teeth. They're like, what did I do? Did I make the right move? Is Tesla finally going to blow up? I don't think Tesla's going to blow up this week, but I think it may inch up just enough for us to lose money. Again, their earnings is April 17th, so that's coming up. And Curve, just so you guys know, I am checking the website. And let me close out of that and go to Curve. Here it is, guys. See? There's nothing new. They have 80 contracts, 230 call that expires April 19th. And their synthetic is, 265 that expires April 19th. So nothing new on Curve. But again, should they roll this strike down? I guess they're waiting for earnings. Maybe they'll think earnings will go up and they'll take all that capital appreciation. I don't know. But that's the update on Curve. Let's move on. Payment information. This spreadsheet's getting super crowded. Again, let me remind you, synthetic income, they lost 171 million. But the weekly income, they're producing 24.5 million. So we'll only use that for the price per share comparison, and we're looking at 55 cents per share. I know that's not what people want. They want more. But if you look after this week, they may lose all of that. They could lose all of that if Tesla decides to jump up. All right, let's take a look at holdings, though. Overall, the holdings, if you look orange versus pink, right? So the 170, the orange is 46 million and the pink is 33. So yeah, synthetic position, win. And then we look at the 175 in orange, 14.9 million, but the the pink is 15 million. So obviously the put is costing more than the call because that synthetic position is not in a profit yet. Again, I'm just trying to explain where I'm getting the numbers from the other screens. And then in blue, we have what we're going to have to pay to close out these weekly calls, because we're going to have to close them, right? They don't essentially expire worthless. They'll get, they'll get cash settled, but we kind of need Tesla. If you're a TSLY shareholder, you now are rooting for Tesla to go down. The majority of their contracts are sitting now in the money. So you really need Tesla to go down. So that being said, what about pre-market? Well, let's see. Let's go to marketwatch.com and pre-market. Oh, crap. Oh, what's going on? 3%. It's up 3% pre-market. Again, it's 4 a.m. I know I launched this video now. It's going to be 6:30 a.m. every day, but I have to get this video out a little earlier. Sometimes they put the news on the bottom. That's from yesterday, so yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so they're up 3% pre-market. So that's not good. That's not good for this strike. So again, they have 3 trading days. Anything can happen, guys. So let's relax a little bit. I'll relax. So, that's why they don't have the poop emoji, because I'm relaxed, and we'll see how it goes. But, if they get blown through, then they could lose their shirts, and then all of that income we made could be lost. But again, time will tell. I don't know. We'll see. So that's the update. I have a couple other things up here. So let me close out. Actually, let me refresh it again. Is this updating? Now I'm curious. Yeah, still at 3%. I'll check that before we close out. So I just wanted to mention Reddit stock, man. If you guys bought that, we talked about that the other day. Look at this pre-market. Reddit's been blowing up. Another missed opportunity. See, if in your gut you believe in something, you should just buy it. I think Reddit is like, a lot of people use Reddit. A lot of people don't even know about Reddit, but I think it's a crazy company. One that would have been interesting to buy. Maybe I should sell puts on them, right? Anyway, let me close out that. Bitcoin price. How's this doing? Well, this is through coinmarketcap.com. Let me refresh. Bitcoin is back to $70,000. It's up 5% in one day. So as long as this goes up, CONY and MSTY will probably do well, at least for their synthetic position. Maybe not for the weekly calls, but Bitcoin has been on a tear. And if we go to, let's see the 1 year, it's up 156%. Wow, that's insane. And then last but not least, let's just go to Market Watch News. If it updates, we hit refresh. This is the generic. Fisker warns of possible event of default following New York Stock Exchange move to delist stock. So it's about Fisker stock. So who cares? And then the next one says Tesla, Neo, Rivian, all downgraded. Yeah, what else is new? It's downgraded, yet it's moving up pre-market. Let's check out pre-market. Still 3%. Yep, 3%. So, yeah. So anyway, guys, as always, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. These videos are for fun and entertainment. Quick update. People are not happy that I said I'm going to drop MSTY at the end of this month. But at the same time, people want me to cover NVIDIA. So I have a dilemma I have to think about, adding one versus the other, adding both, making myself, lose my mind, and try to do 4 for a 1 month period. That's an option. The only reason I would keep MSTY is I would like to keep them through the Bitcoin halving, because that would be interesting. Even though, I'm not really a crypto guy anymore. I used to buy crypto all the time. In the beginning through Coinbase, and then I went through the Binance Smart Chain and, all that jazz kind of, and lost a decent amount of money. Maybe I made a little money. I don't know. It was probably a wash when all said and done. But I do appreciate crypto and what it does. So I don't know. Let's just say I might cover all four for 1 month and then drop MSTY after that. But I do need to cover NVIDIA for a few months because that's a long way coming, man. NVIDIA has been their best fund, and for that reason, they should automatically be on my coverage. Oh, there you go. Tesla's dropping. It's down to 2.93% gain. But anyway, I just wanted to give an update on that. Obviously, I'm going to start going live every Monday around 5 or 6 p.m. All are welcome to join the discussion. I may have an agenda. One thing I'm thinking about, and you guys can let me know, I'm thinking about just going live and in front of the whiteboard and just make it like a one, this is just one video, like a class to teach like how YieldMax funds work, and just draw it out and then answer questions from either the Discord or the YouTube comments. I think that would be pretty fun, at least for me, right? I don't know, maybe not for you guys. But anyway, I'm trying to, now that my wife no longer works, I have a little more time to myself to do these things. So the YouTube, would get a little more appreciation, as would my, mental sanity. But anyway, obviously, you're looking at Tesla in the pre-market. It's going up and down, but, you see what time it is. The last update was 4:35 a.m. So you have 5 hours until the market opens. So really, it doesn't mean anything at the moment. But either way, I have to go. I have to get ready for work. I'm going to get a nice workout in at work before, since I work an hour away, I have to, leave the house at least 5 a.m., get there, work out by 6, and go from there. But that reminds me, you guys should also be working out. So keyword today, get your butt to the gym, or get your, what to the gym. I'm trying not to, use any profanity going forward and be nice. But I'll do my best. No promises. But yeah, keyword today is, if you made it this far into the video, get your butt to the gym, because health is more important than any investment you can do, because it doesn't matter, right? If you make money and you can't enjoy it, if you're dying because you're either too fat or you're just not healthy, get your butt moving, man. Just go for a walk, go for a run, go to the gym. The gym is fun, man. Working out, it is a lot of fun. But anyway, who am I? Who am I to tell you? But I think that's it. That's everything for today's video. Again, I appreciate everyone watching, especially the people that watch this far into the video. It's greatly, greatly appreciated. So make sure to please hit that like button once you're done. Well, you can hit it now, you can hit it at the end, it doesn't matter. But it does help the algorithms, at least so they say. But anyway, I gotta go. Enough rambling. Enjoy your day, guys, and have a good one. Later.